That was epic. Blog part 3-4. And yes, this is going to be the last time that I'm going to say the blog number because I really can't keep up with it anymore. Obviously, this episode is going to be about food of Taiwan. But the problem is, most of the food's names are going to be in Chinese. And since I'm unable to speak Chinese, I got something to help me do that. Woo! This is Achin. Since I don't speak Chinese, he'll be translating for me.
Hello.
Now I know what you're thinking. Isn't Taiwanese food unusual? And you'd be kind of right. I mean, there is things here that are a little abnormal to American standards, but then you do have things that are extremely similar to American standards. If you remember one of my past videos, I did it over McDonald's or
麦当劳
Now, if you remember in that video, I mentioned that the McDonald's tasted exactly the same, and that's true, it tastes the same except for the Coke. Coke, or
可乐
really don't know what it is about Coke here. It just is not really as sweet. It's not a bad thing, it's just different. Also comes in a smaller package, which is also not a bad thing.
Okay, so this Coke can is extremely small, very, very thin, but for whatever reason, it just never ends. It just keeps going.
I got that Coke here at a 7-Eleven, and 7-Elevens are also kind of different than America because there's a lot more food and kind of higher quality food that you wouldn't normally find at a 7-Eleven in America. Of course, you have your standard, like hot dogs, or
热狗
which make you sing.
Hot dog, yummy, yummy, hot dog, yummy, yummy, hot dog.
Like I said before, there's a higher standard of food in the 7-Eleven. For example, there's these noodles, and this thing that I just really can't remember what it's called right now. Oh, I know what you're thinking. This food seems normal, right? And it's true. So that's why if you want the more kind of different types of food, you have to go to the night market, or
夜市
the night markets are a place to go buy things, play games, or just eat and eat and eat and eat a lot. And really good food. You can get miscellaneous parts of chicken on a stick. You can get chicken butt,
鸡骨
or chicken heart.
鸡心
That's right. You heard me correctly. The tuchus of a chicken. And it's actually really good. Really fatty, but really good. And then there's chicken heart, which is actually kind of a new discovery for me, but I absolutely adore it and just keep eating it pretty much every single day this week. Chicken butt and chicken heart are just the start of things. There's many other types of things that they just put on a stick and grill, and most of it's pretty delicious actually. They have these stands all over the night markets that are called
碳烤店
basically, like I said, you just pick up what you want, hand it over, pay them, and they'll grill it for you. There is amazing fried chicken here, also known as
鸡排
So what makes G-Pie amazing? It's the breading. It's kind of sweet, kind of salty. The only big problem with it is that you pretty much feel your arteries clogging as you eat it. There's a food here that is known as stinky tofu.
臭豆腐
I personally really do not like chodofu. Yeah, it's got a smell and a flavor all its own. So how did I get video of it, of me eating it for this review? I didn't. I got my friend Griffin to eat it, and I recorded it. Had to pay for his food, but it was totally worth it, because I didn't have to eat the chodofu myself. So this is it. I mean, it seems really harmless, but when you're walking through a night market, you can smell it in an instant. To me, it smells like used cat litter.
Yeah, really?
Yummy.
So, what is my favorite thing to eat here in Taiwan? Well, there's two things. One's a food, one's a drink. The food is called fried dumplings, or
锅贴
there really isn't a lot to say about them. They're just really good. And last but not least, it's a drink that's very popular in Taiwan, and it's called
珍珠奶茶
It's milk tea with tapioca balls. It's really, really good and really, really cheap, whereas I pay $1 here. In America, I'd probably pay about $5. And that's it. I mean, pretty much. Of course, I'm not hitting every single thing. There's a couple of things that I left out that are still extremely important to Taiwanese culture. I just kind of went over some of my favorites and some of my least favorites. But yeah, that's it, I guess. I wonder how I'm going to end this. I know exactly how I'm going to end this. I'm going to show you something that I left out, but I still like the way that me and Achin delivered it, because I think it's kind of funny. Say it.
I say,
Yeah, Beijing 烤鸭.
北京烤鸭。